guys, so today I'm going to talk about selling Avon and what I think about selling Avon, the pros and the cons. I'm sorry that I'm moving my legs because I'm trying to get the cover on because I'm cold. Okay, so I'm going to make a video on selling Avon. And I'm going to tell you what I think, what I feel, because I used to be a Avon representative. So I want to tell you what are the goods and the ugly of selling Avon. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, so now I'm back. Okay, so so let's begin about selling Avon. Now, I've been a Avon representative for, well, I started, we're going to talk about buying first instead of selling. I started buying Avon when I was 20, I think 22, I believe. I started selling Avon. I'm not 22 or I don't know. I think in 2001 or something like that. Not 2001. Anyways, whatever. So when I started selling Avon, when I started buying Avon, I started buying Avon from a Spanish lady where I used to live in Queens. So I started buying Avon, and then I became good friends with her. I became good friends with her, and she started teaching me about Avon, about how much you make of commissions. It depends on how much you sell or whatever. So I started getting interested, because I was like, you know what, I like makeup, and I like fashion, I like this, so maybe this will go for me. But before all of that, I bought Avon. And what I can say about their products is that their perfumes are not great at all. I don't like Avon's perfumes. At first I thought Avon was for old people. I never thought of myself buying Avon because I thought it was for old people, like grannies. And it was my fault for thinking like that. It's not actually true. Anybody can buy and sell Avon. So so I bought a couple of perfumes, a couple of lipsticks, a couple of eyeliners. Now, I don't like Avon's perfume. I don't like their perfume at all, because the perfume for some reason don't last long on you. And the thing about it, if you have a representative that you buy from all the time, well, no, not you all the time, but you just randomly buy from, sometimes they don't have the perfume that you want to smell. They don't have samples. So when you get your book, you're just going to have to think about, okay, if this smells like citrus fruit or something, hopefully it smells like that. Hopefully it doesn't smell like a strong smell. So you have to go by your judgment on what you think the perfume smells like. So that was a downfall for me, because my representative didn't have the samples for me to smell, so I just had to buy it without even smelling it. So that's probably why my perfume smelled really bad, because I couldn't try it out before I bought it. But that was my mistake on my behalf. But at the same time, as a representative, you're supposed to have samples so the customer can try it out before they buy it. Because if they buy it and they don't like it, then it goes through this whole sending it back, and then filling out the cancellation form. It's too much. So you should always have samples so your customers can try it out before they buy it. So anyways, when I was selling, when I was buying the perfumes or whatever, I'd never liked it. Avon perfumes, I don't like them. That's just my opinion. I never liked Avon perfumes at all. The only perfume that I've liked so far is Haku, Haiku, I think it's spelled Haku. It's like like oriental smell, oriented smell or something like that, but it smells good to me. That's the only one that I kind of like, but I like that perfume I would not wear in the summertime because it's strong, really, really, really strong. That perfume is like a winter smell, a winter or fall, not even a fall smell, that's like a winter smell. That's not a summer smell, because if you wear it in the summer, the bees are going to chase you and you're just going to get bitten up the whole summer. So that's like a winter smell. Anyway, so buying the perfumes is not a good idea unless you have representatives who have samples for you. Okay, enough of the perfume. Now, the products in general, like the lipsticks. Some of the lipsticks I do like from Avon. I'm not gonna sit here and say that all Avon lipsticks is not good. Some of them are good. The eyeliners, some of them are good. Like, I'm wearing an eyeliner from Avon right now, and if you can see, I like this eyeliner. It doesn't go up to my eyelashes or anything like that. It doesn't smear. It stays on all day. It doesn't move at all, and I paid about $12 for it. I forgot the name of it, but I'll put it in the description box below. And so I really like this eyeliner. It's a really, really good eyeliner, and I'm gonna be honest, this eyeliner is very, very good. Like, it doesn't crease or nothing. Like, it's awesome. So yeah, so Avon do have some pretty good stuff, but it's just that sometimes they don't have samples and you have to buy the whole thing, and then it's crazy. But I was like, okay, yeah. So I told her, I said, well, you know what, I think I want to join. So I joined, and then I started selling Avon, and then I was like, oh, I started liking it. So everybody in my building was buying from me. And then I'm like, where is the money? When am I going to get the money? So she was like the person that I would go to if I needed any help or anything about selling and stuff like that. But she was Spanish, and she didn't know no English. I don't even know how I communicated with this lady when I don't even speak Spanish. My mother speaks Spanish, but I know a lot of Spanish people. Okay, I can like understand a little bit, but like have a conversation with you, no, that wouldn't work out really well. So I would have my other friend who would translate it to me, and she would tell me. That was crazy. So when I was selling Avon, I had some people who purchased stuff from me, and my fault was that I let people buy from me and they never paid me. Like, I would just order the stuff, right? I wouldn't get a deposit. That was my fault. I wouldn't get the deposit. And then I would give them, then I would call them and I'll say, oh, I have your Avon order. And then I'll go and bring it to them. And they go, oh, well, I don't have the money now, but I'll give it to you in 2 days. So me, like a dummy, I'm like, okay, that's fine. Because, they're my friends, So then I was like, okay, so I'll give it to them, and then after 3 days, I'll call them and be like, okay, I need the money so I can, send this money out to Avon, to customer service or whoever, because, I'm gonna get in debt if I don't pay whatever I sell, So then it was like, okay, I'll give you the money, and then a week passed, and I didn't hear from them, and then 2 weeks passed, and I didn't hear from them, and a month passed, and then I'm like, oh my god. So it's like, from me working, I had to pay for the stuff that the other buyers didn't pay for. So I'm losing money here, really losing money. And it was the worst experience for me when I did my Avon in the beginning. So then I stopped doing it because people were playing with me, and I was like, you know what, this is not good. I don't want to do this. I quit. So I just quit. I got in debt with Avon. I owed Avon money. So then I had to call them and tell them, look, it wasn't my fault. And then they said, okay, it's fine. So I didn't have to pay them back. So thank God for that. So then I waited, and then some years passed by. And then I did Avon again, which was, I think a year ago. Then I started selling Avon again. So I was like, oh, okay, this is great, you know. So I said, you know what, let me just try this again. Maybe the first time wasn't great, but I'm gonna try a second time. So I tried it again, and the same thing happened to me again. I got screwed in the end, and yeah, then people didn't pay me, and I'm like, why am I getting in these types of situations? Like, why do I not get a deposit for, you know, the stuff? And then I said, you know what, this is it, I'm not gonna do this again. Now, mind you, I pay $10 every time that I want to get a startup kit. I pay $10. Okay, so $10, so that's $20 gone, actually, because the first time was 10 and the second time was 10, so it's $20 gone. Okay, so then I was like, you know what, years passed later, and then I think, yeah, it was last year, the third time, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try one more time. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. Maybe the second time wasn't that good because I was experienced, but now I know that I'm gonna do good. And my boyfriend is like, Maisha, if it didn't go good for you the first or second time, why are you gonna keep on trying to sell Avon? I was like, you know, because maybe, you know, I was young and, you know, I was like not really experienced in selling it, and my representatives or whatever were not helping me. So I was like, you know what, I can do this. So then I called the Avon lady up out here in Staten Island. So then I was like, I want to try selling Avon. This is my third time, I told her, and I want to make sure this is good. This is for me. I love makeup. I love it. I want to do it. I know this is going to go good for me. I know I'm going to get some success from this. So she's like, great, yeah, So I met her at Dunkin' Donuts. It's true story. Everything I'm saying, true story. I met her at Dunkin' Donuts. I filled out the application, and then I was like, oh, great, okay. I can't wait to do this. Like, I was pumped. Okay, so my camera cut off. So, yeah. So, where was I at? I was at, oh, yeah. So I met the lady at Dunkin' Donuts, Staten Island. Like I said, true story. And I filled the application. Like I said, I was excited, I was motivated, and I knew, and I felt like this was going to work out for me. And I was like, yes, this is it. No more trying to sell Avon or anything like that. So she was like, great, it was good. So we sat down, we had a coffee. I had a iced coffee. And I think she had iced coffee, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, we sitting down for the application. So she was going to be like the person that I report to when I need help or anything like that. I forgot what they're called. If you know what they're called, put it in the description box below. So I got my application, and I didn't have to pay the $10. I didn't have to pay the startup kit. I didn't have to pay for it. She said, you know what, you don't have to pay for it, anything like that. I'm just going to start you off without paying that fee. So that was exciting. I didn't have to spend another $10 and $30 that I spent. Imagine if it went into waste, you know. So I was like, you know what, that's great. So I was excited about that. So then she was like, okay, here's your kit. She was explaining to me the commissions. I forgot all about the commissions. And if you want another video about the commissions, just let me know. So she gave me the paper or whatever the case may be, and the kit, it came with samples, and I was like, yes, this is great. I can't wait to start. I can't wait to go to Vistaprint and get some business cards. Like, I was just going crazy. Like, I was going in on it. So she gave me the information and stuff like that, where I could reach her, where I could contact her if I need help. I was like, great, yes, this is good. So then we left. So after that, I got excited and I started giving out flyers to people where I live, and said, look, I'm an Avon representative. If you need Avon, I'm here to help you. I can give give booklets out. Like, I was just like saying, yes, this is, because I wanted to succeed in this. Like, I wanted to prove myself that I can do this. Like, I didn't want to prove to anybody that I can do it, but I wanted to prove to myself that this is not going to be a failure for me, you know. So I gave out the books to everyone. Like, I went in my neighborhood. I became friends with people, like the nail salon, the regular stores. I gave my books out. I was like, if you want, you know, your customers to see my Avon, here's my books, here's my this, here's my business card. So that's what I did. So I gave out the business cards or whatever, and I gave out the Avon books, right? So after I've done that, nobody called me like for a week. I didn't get no calls. My mother bought for me, my aunt bought for me, people bought for me, like my aunt, my mother, and my aunt. But the main person that bought for me was my mother. Probably she bought for me because she probably felt bad for me. She probably was like, every time I sell Avon, she always buys for me. So, you know, my mother paid me, and she bought stuff for me. Like, she bought a lot of stuff. Like, every week she would buy stuff for me. Probably she felt bad for me. I know she's gonna watch this video and be like, no, it's not because I feel bad for you, because I wanted to buy it, because she liked Avon. And so anyway, that was funny. So she bought for me, my aunt bought for me, that's it. So nobody bought for me, and I was getting tempted that like this wasn't for me. This wasn't for me. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. That was my dog. He wanted to come inside the room, but he left out now. Anyways, where was I? Oh, people were buying for me and purchasing stuff for me, like my mother and my aunt, stuff like that. But a week passed and no one ever contacted me, and I'm like, you know, I made flyers, I gave out my business cards, no one contacted me. And then I called the lady. I'm like, look, I'm not getting any response from people. She's like, try harder, put ads up on Craigslist. And you know, so I did that. I went, you know, I overdid it, you know. So I did nothing. No one called me. So I'm like, you know, this is ridiculous. I don't want this to be a failure for me. Like, I want to succeed in this. That was my main goal, was to succeed in it. So I was like, oh my God. And my boyfriend was like, Maisha, just forget it. He bought stuff for me too, you know, and he paid me for his stuff. Like, he bought a lot of stuff for me. So my boyfriend was buying stuff for me, my mother was buying stuff for me, my aunt was buying stuff for me, but like, I felt like they were buying for me because they were family and, you know, and stuff. And I'm like, I don't want my family to feel bad for me that regular people or other people in the street or other neighbors or other customers or whatever don't want to buy for me. That sucks, you know. So I was like, you know what, I think I failed at selling Avon. And I actually did fail at selling Avon, and I stopped selling Avon after a couple of weeks or months. I think it was 2 months. I stopped. I was like, you know what, maybe the third time wasn't a charm. Maybe this is something that's not for me. Personally, I don't want to ever sell Avon again. I may buy from Avon some things I may like. Personally, I wouldn't sell Avon again, due to the fact is it wasn't for me. And if Avon is not for you and you don't want to sell Avon, you think about selling Avon, just think about who you know before you start selling, because you have to know a lot of people. And I know a lot of people, but nobody didn't want to buy Avon for me. Like, I kept on asking, oh, you want it? I felt like I was making them buy stuff for me. I felt like they felt bad, and they was like, you know what, let's buy from her, you know. I didn't want people to feel that way about me, so I just completely stopped selling Avon, and people around where I live was not buying it, and I'm like, you know what, nobody wants to buy Avon anymore. That's what I'm thinking. So I just quit. And like I said, you have to know a lot of people to sell Avon, and there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of Avon representatives everywhere that they've been buying from 4 years. So if you begin selling Avon now, and they already have Avon rep, it's not likely that they'll buy from you if they have an Avon rep that they've been buying from for 2 years. So let's just be honest here. I'm not trying to steer anybody away from selling Avon. I'm just saying open your eyes in selling Avon, because you're not gonna get rich. Okay, you're not gonna get $1 million home selling Avon. And I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, you meet an Avon representative who wants to recruit you, who wants you, put you on her team. She's gonna be all jumpy about it. She's gonna be like, yeah, this is gonna be good for you. But I bet you she knows in her heart that it's not even working for her. If you hear an Avon person say, oh, I'm paying my house bill, I'm paying my mortgage bill, I'm paying my rent, I'm paying so-and-so with this, they're lying to you. I'm going to be 100% real with you. They are lying to you. Maybe because I didn't succeed, but from other people that I heard from that was selling Avon, you don't make a lot of money. You don't make high commissions. You have to sell a lot. I mean a lot. And I'm not talking about like $200 worth. You gotta sell like 1,000 to 2,000 worth of Avon products to see anything come in. Okay? I'm gonna be very honest. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate comments probably, or mean comments from other Avon people, but I'm just being really real with you guys. To my subscribers and to people who just watch, who just want to come by and watch the video. Listen, you are not gonna make a lot of money from this. You'll probably make like $10, $5. That's the only commission you'll probably make. To make a good amount, you have to sell about $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 worth of Avon products every week to see something. If not, if you're selling $20 to $30, you're not going to see jack shit. I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry I cursed, but you ain't going to see jack shit. Okay, you got to sell a lot. Not $100, not $300, $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 if you want to see money, if you want to see income. And you got to know a lot of people. I'm not just talking about 30 people. You got to know more than 30 people. And don't let this Avon, me tell you to try to stir you away, because I'm not trying to. I'm trying to open your eyes here. Okay? You have to sell and sell and sell. You have to go out and literally beg people. Like, you literally have to go knock on people's doors and be like, look, here, I'm selling Avon, look, bye. You got to make friends with a lot of people. You got to bring your books everywhere. You got to invest your time in this. Okay, you have to put if you have a part-time job, do not leave the job for selling Avon. I am telling you now, do not leave your job to sell Avon. It's not going to work. I'm telling you. Because you need a part-time job, because you're going to be putting half of your money into this investment here. Okay, you're going to have to be putting your money into this business if you want to sell Avon. You have to put your money. So it's like you're selling, but you're not earning, because you're actually putting your hard-earned money into this investment, and it's not worth it, guys. You want to do makeup? Become a freelance makeup artist. Go do people's makeup. That's how you'll get your money, and that's how you will earn something. Maybe $10, $15, but that's how you will earn something. And that's what I do on my side. I do home care. I have a lot of things that I do, and mainly what I'm doing is makeup, executive assistant, and marketing and sales. That's what I do, and other things. So yeah, Avon is not gonna get you anything. Trust me. I love makeup, so I do makeup on the side. I do my family's makeup, I do my sister's makeup, I do friends' makeup, I do other things like that I love. And then that's how, what I do. And I give my business cards out to give people, and I get a lot of people for me to do their makeup, and that's what I'm doing at this very, very moment, plus my healthcare job, but I'm mainly more doing makeup. So anyway, guys, that was mainly what I wanted to, because this video is going to be hella long, and I just wanted to, wrap this video up and just say, please guys, if you think about Avon, don't let this video scare you and say it's not going to work. It may work for you, but I just want to let people know that, you know, if Avon didn't work for you, it's okay. There's other things that you can do. You like makeup, do makeup on the side. Learn how to do makeup. If you're good at doing makeup, not everybody's perfect at doing makeup. You know, you are still learning, and I watch videos still to learn different tutorials and stuff like that. So if you love makeup, go for makeup, but don't go for Avon, please. Yeah. And, you know, I don't know, I just didn't like it. I will still buy it from Avon, but I won't sell it anymore. But anyways, thank you for watching my video. I encourage you to, I don't know about Mary Kay, so I cannot say anything about that because I never sold for Mary Kay, but I believe it's the same way. Well, not the same pay, but I think that you still have to know a lot of people to sell Mary Kay too, so I can't talk about that because I don't know about that. Yeah, but I know about Avon, and I've tried it 3 times, and I know from my experience that it didn't work for me, but maybe it worked for you. But like I said before, you're not gonna become rich. You're not gonna get it's really, really tough out there. And again, you know, everyone has their own experience, everyone has their own opinion. If you succeeded in selling Avon and you want to make a video on it, make a video on it and send it to me. Or if you want to leave information or your comments, right in the description box, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, because mainly, yeah, guys, I just didn't like it. I know people, friends, families gonna see this video, but, you know, it's just my opinion. It's not to rant. I mean, it's ranting, but it's not to put anyone down for selling Avon or make anyone feel bad for buying Avon or any type of way. This is not to make anybody, you know, hurt their feelings hurt in any form or way. Just a disclaimer, I don't sell Avon anymore. Just wanted to let you know I'm not reviewing anything. I'm just explaining and ranting on how I feel about Avon. Anyway, this video is going to be very long, and I'm sorry for the long ranting video of Avon. Anyway, please subscribe, like if you want to like, and leave a comment below and tell me how you felt. And yeah, so okay, bye.